The gathering room hums with hushed conversations, a tapestry of sound woven by unseen voices. Anthony, dressed in a neutral shirt, enters with an almost imperceptible grace, a quiet presence amidst the buzz. He moves through the room, not seeking attention, but simply existing within the space, a shadow in plain sight. A golden shaft of light from a window suddenly catches his face, creating an ethereal halo around him. Without a word, the room's atmosphere subtly recalibrates, sensing his silent arrival. In the bustling gathering room, Anthony's calm and observant eyes sweep across the crowd, absorbing every detail without darting. His gaze settles on a woman in her 30s, a silent connection forming across the room. He holds her gaze for precisely 2 seconds, a subtle, almost imperceptible break hinting at a deep interest, not a desperate need. She is left with a lingering sense of profound acknowledgement, a silent understanding passing between them. In the gathering room, Anthony moves with an unnerving calm, his presence commanding attention. He approaches a table, his every motion deliberate and precise, a silent testament to his control. His hand reaches for a glass of water, a fluid, unhurried gesture. He lifts the glass, his gaze unwavering, a picture of quiet command. The water touches his lips, a small, controlled sip, his focus unbroken. Every action speaks of a man in complete mastery, radiating an aura of unwavering resolve. A poised Anthony watches as a man approaches, his gaze direct and filled with unspoken questions. The man leans in, a subtle shift in his posture, clearly intrigued by Anthony's unwavering composure. Anthony inhales slowly, his eyes thoughtful, considering the man's bold inquiry. "What do you do?" With quiet assurance, Anthony meets the man's gaze, a hint of steel in his voice. "I build things that last." In the gathering room, the man leans forward, his gaze locked, an intense question hanging in the air. Anthony exhales softly, a flicker of a smile playing on his lips, a silent challenge in his eyes. Their gazes meet, an unyielding connection forged in the tense silence between them. The man's voice cuts through the quiet. "What kind of thing?" Anthony's smile widens, a knowing glint in his eyes as he responds, "The kind people remember." In the gathering room, a young woman speaks softly, her words carried on a current of unspoken emotion. Anthony listens intently, his head tilted, shoulders relaxed, every fiber of his being focused on her. His steady, soft gaze makes her feel as if her voice is the only sound, her story the only truth. He offers no interruption, simply absorbing her every word, a silent testament to his profound attention. The air crackles with unspoken understanding as he drinks in her narrative, completely captivated. The woman's voice fades, leaving a profound silence in the room as her words hang in the air. Anthony's gaze is steady, his posture relaxed, yet his presence is intensely attentive. His voice, calm and clear, breaks the silence with a question that invites deep introspection. "You said you wanted more freedom. What does that actually look like for you?" The woman shifts, unaccustomed to such genuine inquiry, and begins to truly reflect on his words. The cool city air, a crisp caress, brushes against Anthony's warm skin under the neon glow. He stands unmoving, a solitary figure amidst the bustling night, observing the vibrant skyline. Around him, others are lost in the hypnotic glow of their screens, oblivious to the world. Anthony, however, needs no such distraction. His presence is a self-contained universe of calm. He lifts his gaze to the towering buildings, a sense of profound ownership etched on his face. Yet, in his eyes, there's also a fearless detachment, a spirit unbound by the city's grasp. On a bustling city street, a mysterious woman approaches Anthony, her gaze filled with a captivating wonder. Anthony, unhurried, allows the moment to stretch, his silence a powerful response. He turns, his full attention now solely on her, making her feel the intense weight of his focus. Her eyes, wide and searching, meet his as she utters, "You're different." The city's sounds fade as their connection deepens, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. Anthony stands on the city street, a calm, steady gaze fixed on the woman, his posture radiating quiet confidence. The woman hesitates, her eyes searching his, a flicker of uncertainty crossing her face as she asks, "You don't seem affected." A slow, knowing smile plays on Anthony's lips, the corners of his eyes crinkling, hinting at a hidden depth. His voice drops, a single word hanging in the air with a profound implication. How? On a bustling city street, Anthony's stern expression softens, a subtle yet profound shift. His lips curve into a gentle smile, revealing a hidden depth of emotion that belies his composure. The woman across from him visibly relaxes, her shoulders dropping as if shedding an unseen burden. A wave of relief washes over her face, her tension dissolving in the wake of his unspoken understanding. Anthony's gaze holds hers, a silent promise in his eyes. "I'm affected," he confesses. "I just don't react to everything," he finishes, his voice a low, reassuring murmur. The gathering room hums, not with Anthony's presence, but with a palpable shift in the very air. People move with a newfound calm, their conversations sharper, ambitions clearly etched on their faces. They lean in, drawn by his words, their minds unconsciously refining thoughts in his quiet presence. Anthony's undeniable power radiates, yet it carries no hint of dominance, only profound influence. In a dimly lit gathering room, a man in his 30s leans forward, a flicker of skepticism in his eyes. He challenges Anthony, his voice laced with curiosity. "You always seem so controlled." Anthony's gaze remains unreadable, radiating a quiet, almost unsettling authority. The man presses, his voice dropping slightly. "Don't you ever lose it?" Anthony's lips curl into a subtle, knowing smile as he calmly replies, "I choose when to." In the gathering room, Anthony's gaze remains steady, his voice a calm, measured tide. Those around him lean in, captivated by his quiet authority. A silent acknowledgement of profound self-mastery passes between them, a shared understanding. Anthony's words cut through the stillness. Losing control is easy. His eyes hold a knowing depth as he concludes, "Discipline is rare." In the quiet gathering room, the lingering scent of coffee and conversation hangs heavy in the air, a ghost of recent laughter. Anthony, a man in his late 20s, moves with silent precision, stacking chairs with practiced, efficient movements. He finishes the last stack, wiping his hands on his trousers, a quiet ritual marking the end of his task. He surveys the now empty room, a subtle nod and a private, knowing smile, acknowledging a job well done. With a final glance, Anthony turns and steps out, leaving the silent room behind him. Anthony stands on a city street, the cool night air a silent embrace, his phone a sudden, vibrating pulse in the quiet. He glances at the screen, a message from the woman displayed. A challenge. You're hard to read. With swift, silent fingers, Anthony types his reply. I'm not hard to read. I'm just not loud. 3 dots immediately appear, a silent signal of her continued engagement, a digital dance in the night. Anthony gazes up at the night sky, a subtle, knowing smile playing on his lips, a secret held within the stars.